Well, I dropped my earphones and they went flying out right as this thing started, so I'm not even here right now. Son of a gun. Wrong ear. Maybe that's why they're not coming on now. Hopefully. No. Well, screw that up. Let's see here how this is going to work. There we go. Yay, it's clicking. It's clicking. One of them works, at least. Anyway. Hey, there everybody is. Let's see what's happening here. Why does this thing seem like it's going slow motion? Let me stop. Where is this thing? There is yippity yappity talking. I'm trying to turn off. Wrong channel. I can just tell right now I just need to stop this and go back to bed. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hey, you beautiful people, you. How are you doing? So, word came across that. Why am I. Whoa, look at me. I'm in slow motion. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Couldn't be better. Let's see if this works. Nope, it's still slow motion. What's wrong with my speed here? My internet's a top deal. What's happening? Yeah, how are you doing? Um, Rabbit, how are you? Caitlin, what's happening? Miami Spice, MG Law, Cool Gamer, Rose RN Inc. Guys, give me a second here. I cannot get this. Is that any better? I don't know. Yeah, I have missed you. Uh, was it Shizzy was talking about you last night on his stream? And it's like I kind of miss doing that whole that long, hard week of stuff. It was I don't know. You get addicted to it, right? All right, let's see here. So, what is happening here is the Long Island Killer is going to be. He goes to court for the first time today. So I'm still looking for court TV thing. They've got a bunch of stuff in New York. I don't know any of the good New York channels. So I've got a crime and news, whatever that is, crime and law set up. This is the guy that got arrested for the offing of like 14 women in Long Island. It is a horrendous. They don't have any of this stuff up here. All right, let's see here. Let me do a search real quick. Did Celine Dion die? Oh, it's a death hoax. Okay. Celine Dion did not die. Don't pay attention to the news. Um, it's the Gilgo Beach suspect, Rex Heuermann. Heuermann. He is expected to be in court today. Um, he is suspected serial killer. Let's see what this does. Trying to find. I like to have more than one channel. Does that make sense? So anyway, yeah, you're right. Pee Wee Herman did. Celine Dion did not. Pee Wee Herman did. Um, Normal speed. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. See, even that's slow. Boy, look at that. That is so weird. Hey, T Rex, what's happening? Call him Lisk. Oh, I like that. Lisk. Cool. Thank you. Anyway, we are hopefully going to go live here with this thing. They're finishing up the Murdaugh family murder trial. I don't know how they're finishing that up. Oh, it's previous. Okay, so what they're doing is they're just trying to fill in time. Wow. Holy cow, they do this now with ads? So now on an ad, if you if you go to a different tab, it stops the ad. You tell I don't pay attention to them. No, I don't want to. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of work for that one. So anyway, this Rex dude, they're saying they found like 200 guns buried in his backyard. I'm like, who doesn't have that, right? Um, I don't want this stuff over there. I want this on live stream. Oh, well. All we're waiting on is 10 more minutes, or 3 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this up. So we'll get ready. So you guys know I'm not totally insane. All right, here we go. Boy, look how slow this is.
So get emergency services for flat or damaged tires.
There we go.
Lockout is the price you'll pay for as long as
so
you
in
cover
10 minutes,
your car.
though, it's going to stop.
Darling,
That's what it says.
saving on expensive car repairs is just...
Anyway, I don't know. You guys know me. I don't do this sort of stuff. Oh, yeah. Am I supposed to hit the like button too? Does anybody know that? Oh, you're going to go to the Mall of America and see Oppenheimer. Well, that's cool. Go check out the Lego store while you're there. All right. Oh, man. All right, so this is what's going on right now. The Gilgo Beach suspect, Rex Heuermann, is expected in court as a strange wife speaks out. This is a CBS News article from MSN. The serial killer is expected to appear in Suffolk County Criminal Court at 2 p.m. conference hearing, where the court is expected to go over evidence and talk with witnesses. Parking lots around the court were already jammed early Tuesday, and lines formed to get into the court for the conference with Heuermann attorneys and judge. The court is expected to review evidence. There will be a still camera in court. Legal expert: what happens in courts today? We are learning from Heuermann's estranged wife that their family was blindsided. Ealer Up is her name. Shared a statement with the New York Post saying, since learning of her husband's arrest, she filed for divorce. My children cry themselves to sleep. I mean, they're not children, they're grown adults, but they're my children, and my son has developmental disabilities, and he cried himself to sleep. She said in a statement, it's so distraught. He's so distraught and doesn't understand, and as a mother, I have to answer for him. Ilrup's attorney provided CBS News with photos after investigators spent 12 days tearing up the place. Let's see here. We still are on that. I woke up in the middle of the night shivering. The family had to dig through rubble just to find a chair. Holy cow, man. I'm gonna have to share these pictures with you guys. I'll have them in Discord probably. And locals at some point. Oh wow, they did that. She had no idea what was going on. Her husband is a suspect. She is not a suspect. She is not being questioned by the police. And all of this has been extremely overwhelming for her and the children to piece life back together, her attorney said. Heuermann has been held without bail since July 14th arraignment, where he pled not guilty to first and second degree murder charges in the killings of 3 women. He's a prime suspect in a 4th. Authorities want to know if he had ties to murders in Las Vegas and South Carolina, where he owned properties. However, police said this week they believe he is not connected to the unsolved deaths of 4 sex workers in Atlantic City. Well, isn't that nice? The bodies of those women were found close together. Oh, hang on, let's see here. It should be gone. Why is this still on? No. I don't want any of that. Why is this still on? Okay, this just started. But they're still going over the Murdaugh trials. Well, that's not going to work. Sorry, dude. I got to get out of here. All right, here we go. Live. Yeah, this is their live. Right? So this should be it, correct? What do you guys say? Yeah, there's no sound. I don't have the sound turned on because this is Murdaugh.
Is the date of the check
It's the best of the
where
Murdaugh family
the
murders.
funds were stolen
I don't want
from.
that.
All right, and then right here,
That's the client name.
right, and then right here,
That's what we call the civil action number if it's been filed within the court,
all right, and then the category,
is what type that he did. Most of them are forged payments, or you see a couple other, took insurance, so he had a few methods.
all right, and then over here, is that when y'all had to pay the money back?
Yes, so for each one of these, the money that was stolen, all the partners got together and had to put the money back into client trust, and we went through and corrected and met with every client and distributed money back to them. That's an ongoing basis still going on.
So for all these clients,
State
you had to pay, the law firm had to pay money back.
The partners came up with money and paid all the clients back
And why did y'all have to pay all that money back?
because Alec had stolen it.
We're going to talk about these in a minute, but if we look at the bottom, at least for this category, what was the total that you have, at least for this category?
$2,841,512.55.
Wait, what balloons? Shizzy, did you get balloons?
And at least in this category,
Oh, filters.
the
Hang on,
earliest
guys.
date we have is roughly what year?
2015.
There we go.
All right, let's go back to early September. Do you remember what day it was that all this was happening?
All right, hang on a second here. All right, let's see what this one is. All right, this is live. Accused killer, serial killer, Heuermann. How do you say his name? Heuermann? Oh, wait, you guys don't have that yet. Sorry. There you go. But even this, it said there's one camera in the courthouse. Do y'all know where that is? Caitlin, you're only seeing the camera set up? Yeah, that's the problem here. I did not hit a button. I didn't hit a button. I didn't hit a button. How do I get balloons? I didn't do balloons. You guys are messing with me. I didn't do that. Oh, look at this guy. He's cool.
Cuatro, cinco. I'm bilingual, see?
Yes.
Sitting around. I use my phone for shit.
Yes.
No, I don't know. Baño? Cabeza? That's all I got.
Well, this guy's
That's all I
cool.
got.
His whole life he could have been famous, and we didn't even realize how cool he was. So Law and Crime didn't go over to it. Oh, the Attorney General isn't running for re-election in 2 years, but already has a campaign going mentioning Heuermann. What's happening? Hold on. Were there more balloons? Yeah, I didn't see Court TV. And there. Injury Court, Channels Television, no. No. Wrong thing. Court TV. Let's go live. They don't have a current live one. All they show is the same image that we're looking at from earlier today.
Okay, I'm speaking into it. Can you hear? I'm speaking. Great.
Yeah, we can hear you. So they're doing the sound test. Yeah, this is routers. Are they inside? Yeah, this goes back to here. Yeah, routers comes back to here. I didn't do the balloons. I don't know how to do balloons. If I knew how to do balloons, I'd be doing them all the time. I'd have all sorts of stuff happening. I'm not touching balloons. I don't see balloons. That's true. We did get them the other night. That was weird. Caitlin, Fox has these same cameras. Well, you know what? They sure did. This is not at all.
Yes, 1 second. I'm going to raise this a little bit. Just a smidgen.
Oh, cool.
That would not be cool. We don't want that, dude. Don't want that, dude. Everybody's talking. How's your audio? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. You good? You guys good, right? Audio's good for you guys? Should be getting something.
Okay, so this should be coming out.
It's in the house, in the house, in the house. In the house. Okay. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys good with your audio over here? Everybody's good? Everybody's good.
So what are they going to show us then? Just a bunch of cameras? I'm so mad right now. I mean, everything reported, it was coming. Oh yeah, they have comments turned off too. Well, let's see here. What else do we have on this? So, from the Crime Online, the accused killer is expected in court Tuesday. Accused Gilgo Beach killer is scheduled to appear in upcoming court hearing on Tuesday in the Suffolk County Court. According to Newsday, Heuermann is set to appear before Timothy Maisel at 8 a.m. Eastern, which that didn't happen. The allegations were based on Heuermann's alleged communication with sex workers through various burner phones, monitoring the media coverage of the Gilgo Beach killings and its connections to Las Vegas and South Carolina. Heuermann's defense lawyer previously said that I'll reserve my right to make a bail application at the next or future court dates once we have a sufficient conversation with my client. Crime Online previously reported Heuermann was arrested July 13th for the deaths of 3 of the 4 women known collectively as the Gilgo Four. Bodies were found within days of each other on Gilgo Beach in December 2010. All 4 women were buried in burlap sacks. Heuermann had been charged with 6 counts of murder in the deaths of 6 women. He pled not guilty during his arraignment. There's nothing about Mr. Heuermann that would suggest he's involved in these incidents, his attorney has said. Court documents indicate that prosecutors said they identified their defendant as the killer after obtaining a witness statement identifying him as the driver of a Chevrolet Avalanche who had visited Costello's home the day before she was last seen alive. And this is so weird that this was like 12 years ago, right? When a New York task force re-examined the evidence and re-interviewed a pimp in 2022, it led to Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect. So this guy is in jail because of he got pinned by a pimp. So they're holding the little people. Uh, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, are they really gonna make this big long walk over here to do an announcement? Yeah, I don't know, T-Rex. It's everything I saw today indicated there would be coverage. I mean, look, helicopters are flying overhead. You know, this is really upsetting. So New York banned courtroom cameras. I saw that link, Caitlin. I thought it said that they undid the ban. Oh, we're not sitting here till 4 o'clock. All right, hang on a second. This is kind of cool. Okay, so this is cool because now at least we have a look inside the. Ah, crud.
Asking. Idris.
All right, so now we have a look inside
and abortion.
the courtroom. See in the
Couple
top right
questions.
up here?
Firstly, do you know how many female service members have?
So
been
we can
involved
actually
in
see what's happening in there. We won't have to sit around waiting all the time.
Thanks, Idris. I don't have those numbers in front of me.
Can we get that? You think?
We'll take a look and see what we can provide.
And secondly, when did Secretary Austin last speak with Senator Tuberville?
I believe the
And I have no
last
idea the
phone
Pentagon's
I have to
talking about.
Get back to the exact date, but it was prior to the Indo-Pacific.
Isn't
trip,
that
which I
sad?
think we highlighted publicly.
And then the last question: is the Secretary open to compromise with Senator Tuberville on the issue to get the hold released for so many service members?
So, I don't want to get into the legislative process other than to say that we have a very clear policy that is in support
Like they put the
of
camera
our
down.
service members. And at issue here is equitable health care.
Well, that's not fun.
For all of our service members, no matter where they're stationed. And that's frankly something that we have always supported and will continue to support. Thank you. Well,
Has the Pentagon been in contact with Nigeria?
I mean, I think it's funny that they have camera footage out in the hallway here. Yeah, it does. I wish it were balloon time. How can I do balloons? And why is everything so slow on my end? This is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to turn off Discord. This is literally driving me nuts. Did somebody just look in there? Or did that guy come out? Kaiser, what's going on, man? Yeah, Caitlin, it's hearings for the guy has properties in South Carolina and Las Vegas, and there's some additional killings out there, and they're trying to finalize all the charges before they before they get a bond hearing. There's more charges coming up. The police want a slam dunk case here. I don't want to see this guy. He speaks on international issues. Oh man, you know what? The Pentagon, I'll be talking about national defense. International issues would be the Secretary of State. But what do I know? Law and crime has let me down. I want the. Well, evidently they don't think they're going to be coming out of the courtroom anytime soon. Well, isn't that great? I hate this hurry up and wait stuff. Oh, awesome. Kaiser's 11 away from 500. Rock and roll. Hey, Jude, how's it going, man? Yeah, man, you're rocking and rolling, dude. This is so lame. Gosh, this is so lame. So lame. That's the talking you hear right now. Barely. Hey Fred, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Tom, I've been down there working over in Philadelphia now. Set up mics over there. I miss New York, but don't have to commute as far. Well, that's good, Tom. Glad to know that. Oh, hang on here. Oh, there we go. We're gonna take a picture. That guy's got my phone and case. The green iPhone 13 with the clear case. Well, that guy's not as cool as me. He's actually there in the sunshine. I'm in a dark room. Yay. T-Rex. Trucking is nothing but hurry up and wait. Yeah, I understand, man. I understand. And see, I didn't know this, Caitlin. I just read an article about it and said that she wasn't a suspect. All right, let's see here. All right, according to Newsday, Gilgo Beach killings. Why don't that scroll? No. No. No, I don't want to be a subscriber. Dismiss it. I don't want to be a subscriber. Oh, you suck so bad. It should not be a top thing to pop up if you have to be a subscriber. All right, Washington Post. Gilgo Beach killer hunt slowed by infighting between prosecutors and police. A decade after the discovery of 11 bodies near Gilgo Beach sparked the search for one of America's most elusive serial killers, a Long Island District Attorney's office turned its attention to an aging former police officer. Newly equipped with advanced technologies, the District Attorney's Office analyzed old cell phone data to home in on a shrinking list of suspects who had lived in one sleepy neighborhood. Sleepy Hollow? Not far from the shore. Chief among them was former police officer whose initials matched those on a belt used to bind one of the victims. Well, don't have initials, people. By 2021, excitement grew among prosecutors. They were on the verge of finally closing the case. But there was a problem. The homicide detectives chasing the lead were bordering on mutiny. Prosecutors believe the detectives refused to follow orders and clashed with federal partners. Multiple high-level law enforcement officials familiar with the case said detectives, meanwhile, felt that the district attorney at the time was forcing them to investigate leads they had already ruled out while ratcheting up pressure to solve the case before his 2021 re-election bid. The tension grew so high that Sidney's urging the case's longtime lead detective was removed. Amid that squabbling, a decade-old witness tip concerning the model of a pickup truck linked to the suspected killer went ignored. Last month, under a new district attorney who unseated Sidney, that tip finally led to the arrest of another suspect who lived blocks away from the ex-officer, Rex Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect. This is a long article. The officer got fired because he wouldn't collaborate with the FBI. They'd have solved the case 18 months earlier, or was in 18 months if not for that one officer's indiscretions. What's this? Oh, I just clicked an ad. How stupid am I? They could have caught this guy a decade ago, a former New York State senator whose district included a serial killer dumping ground. The district attorney who oversaw the task force that arrested Heuermann said that the investigation was hindered during its early years due to a lot of dysfunction among the leadership and not a great relationship between the DA and the federal authorities. The cost of the investigation, lost years, is still unknown. Heuermann's prosecution said continued to contact sex workers. As recently as this year, investigators in multiple jurisdictions are exploring whether Heuermann can be linked to the unsolved murders, standard practice when an alleged serial killer is apprehended. Steve Cohen, an attorney for the family, said one of the victims described the long delay in the case as grueling for loved ones. So I don't see anything about her DNA. So this is a really good article. It's very long. I'm going to put it over in Discord, which I have to restart. Yeah. What they're trying to say is that NYPD may be corrupt. Yeah. Reads that way to me. Okay, I'm putting this in the crime section. Where'd that go? Crime and punishment. That's a really big article. It's really good too. Police and prosecutors clash. Golly, this is a long article. Long way to rest. What just happened? Why you go quiet? Oh. I've never thought that. Yes, what they're saying is they may be corrupt. Yeah, crazy, right? Ooh, peanut butter toast for lunch. Oh my gosh. Don't they realize we got things to do? I have a dog that needs to be bathed. Oh, he stinks so bad. Brown dog. And White Rabbit's like, oh no. She always does this to me. She plays, hero to the dogs. I'm like, the dogs need a bath. She's like, oh, you don't need a bath. You're not stinky. Daddy is so mean to you. He calls you stinky. I'm like, well, they do stink. They're filthy. Hey, Sean, what's up? Anyway. Well, let's see what else we got. 14 minutes ago. What to be expected from the court today. It's a video. Accused serial killer is expected to appear in court for the first time. He is suspected of killing, in the killing of a fourth woman while pleading not guilty to the previous 3 crimes. Reports that this first court appearance means and how prosecutors view this case. Why is that eerie? You guys seen the Google Maps picture? Evidently, he was talking to a woman in front of his office. There's an eerie picture of him caught on camera talking to or Google Maps talking to a woman. Gives about went to the doggy day spa yesterday. I wish I could take these things. You know, it's like $50 for go to a place and you wash them yourself. Now, I think Brown Dog would love it. Blue Dog would. She hates everything. Karen Reed trial? Let's see about Karen Reed. Oh, well, you speak my language, Sean. It's got everything. It's got everything that a YouTube channel needs. A good-looking, successful-looking woman in trial for killing her police boyfriend. Yes. I'll have to check that. Oh, don't do the close-up of the sign. That's never good. Oh, I know. Like, I've got to get Drano to put in the bathtub after they have a bath. I'm doing my things while listening. I wish I was doing things. I need to go to the store. Broken Baker, what's up? Tickle the like as the expert tickles your ear holes with his voice. I love the Broken Baker. Early, unfortunately, Cloud Illusions. Early. Oh, it's in a couple of days? Awesome. Y'all have to, what was her name again? It was Karen Reed? Karen Reed. Yeah, definitely, Sean. Thank you. Don't tell anyone, guys, that Pyramid 7 has a man bun today. Okay? Broken Baker is a man that can make buns. So there we go. And guys, if you are not supporting Broken Baker, please do. He is a great, great person. He comes from his country's been victimized. It's been victimized by the Swedes, and I think the English, and maybe even Norway. We need justice for Denmark, and the Broken Baker's here to lead us in that fight. So please support him, because who knew those Swedes? You know what Sweden's done all these years? They've made us think they were Switzerland, but that's not true. They are they're cheaters. The Swedes are cheaters, and they cheat people. It's awful. You really have to listen to Broken Baker's documentary on this. He is, yes, thank you, Joe No Filter. He is awesome. MG, that might be a case, man, for us. If you know about it, I want to get your opinions on it. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. We have people walking. People are walking in the Arthur M. Cromartie Court Complex. Hey, she is touching a microphone. Lady, I don't know if you should be touching that. This woman right here is touching a microphone. She just walked out of this building and she went straight up and started touching things. There you go. The Swedes cheated. Yeah, you would love. Oh, yeah, you know the Broken Baker. You saw him. Yeah, he is awesome. Yeah, she needs to get away from that. She's touching it. Oh, here we go. We got a man in a hat. Man in a hat. And a dude with a long lens. A dude with a blue shirt. A chick in a red dress. A chick in a white skirt. We got the mailman's coming through. Cliff Clavin. Chick in a red coat. We have a tourist back here with her tourist bag. See that? It's like Indiana Jones satchel. Hey, that's former Congressman Ford right there. Did you see that? The Matrix, red dress girl. That's right. Join the anti-Swede movement. Give us our land back. It's only been 300 years. Davinci, how are you? Divinity, I don't know what's happening here. This is the, they're leaving from the Gilgo Beach murder, whatever that is. We have multiple murders, serial killer. Serial killer trial. Never let anyone touch your microphone. That leads to heroin. I think you're right, Cloud Illusions. I think you're right. Look at Scott Whalen. I mean, they're zooming in this door like we're going to see this guy come walking out. More chicks walking out. Oh, it better not be their lunch break. I will end this stream. Yeah, Scott Whalen, man. My wife was a huge fan, and we got to see him in with Velvet Revolver. Oh, that's an outfit. That's a court attire. I'll take a photo of this man real quick. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody, back away. Important dudes wearing suits. Here we go. Look at the guy to the back left there. He's got some shoe polish in his hair. Some that make it so black. All right, here we go. He's got a couple of dead cats on those microphones.
So, good afternoon and welcome to Suffolk County. We just had our first court conference subsequent to the arraignment in New York State. We have a very extensive discovery statute, which we are endeavoring to comply with the work of both the court and defense counsel. This is a 13-year case, so as you saw, we have a great deal of information, evidence, photographs, reports to provide to the defense counsel. We've begun that process. I think it was 8 gigabytes of material, which is a tremendous amount. And that's just the beginning. We're going to continue to do that on a rolling basis. And this case, the charges in the indictment are just allegations. So this is the first step in the process of proving those allegations. So we look forward to undertaking that process. We've spoken to the victims. The victims are not going to be making any. They've elected not to make any statements at this to the media at this time. They want to maintain their privacy. They are obviously interested in the case, but they're not going to be speaking to the media. So that's about it.
So that was it?
So, as you can
No additional
imagine,
charges?
It's a very personal thing for the victims' families. So we're going to support the victims' families. They make the decision as to what they do, where they go, who they speak with. So I would never speak for the the victims' families, other than to say, we're going to support them in whatever it is that they want to do.
Are you aware if they were here today?
There were some victims. There were some victims who were family members of the victims who were here today.
Spit it out.
I'm not going to discuss that.
What that order of protection you got the defense attorney to agree to?
So there's just certain conditions with regard to the disclosure of materials, and that's something that was worked out between the court, defense counsel, and ourselves, and that's standard procedure. It's under seal.
It's under seal.
Will take a whole month to go through.
I'm sorry?
Voluminous, you say, will take a full month to go through.
You're talking about 13 years worth of investigation. So it is. I'm not going to speak for defense counsel, but suffice to say, it is a massive amount of material. And don't forget, it's continuing because the investigation is continuing. So we're talking about a massive amount of material.
Any of the other task force that's been in place, and we understand that you want to keep it in place and also expand your cold case unit. Are you getting tips about other victims who may have been found on highways or roadways?
We didn't get a.
Are you getting new tips that are valuable to you?
We receive tips on in all cases at all times. We take those serious and we work through them, but we maintain the confidentiality of the investigation up until the time we can bring charges.
Can you take what was discussed in chambers in the long conference before?
It was basically what I just elicited, what I just spoke to you all about, which was the discovery schedule and the manner in which we were going to get this massive amount of discovery over to the defense. It has to be done in a way that makes sense for the defense, but also makes sense for us as well, so they can understand what they get, and we're able to catalog and identify, what exactly it is we provided.
Last time you said that you had some case. Last time you said that it was some stories about the DNA for the 4 victims. It's already progress about that.
So the investigation is continuing, but once that investigation is concluded, we'll have more to say. But that investigation is ongoing.
Last week you said the scores of evidence gathered at the Massapequa Park.
I mean, look how excited they were. I saw pictures of this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be great. All this is what format do you need the files of discovery for?
We turned over, which is part of the court record. I don't think anything specifically from the recent searches has been turned over.
There are some reports that Heuermann's soon-to-be ex-wife is upset at the way the house was effectively turned upside down. She might try to bring forward a case. What's your response?
She could pursue whatever remedies she feels are necessary.
If things are proceeding as they have been, do you anticipate a trial? You do not anticipate a plea deal?
I don't anticipate anything. I anticipate that we have to show up every day. We have to comply with our discovery requirements, and we'll negotiate the case.
Guys, please hit those like buttons.
Defense counsel and see how it plays out, just like any other case.
I'm just as disappointed as you are.
I've led many cases. Last one being in 2019. So this is what we do as prosecutors.
Is it imminent that you might go before the grand jury to seek additional charges in this case?
As we've said, we've worked through the grand jury process. That grand jury process is continuing. The good thing about the grand jury process is we can subpoena witnesses and evidence, but it's also secret. So we'll maintain the secrecy of that grand jury until the grand jury has acted.
When is your term up?
We're not going to discuss specific terms with regard to this or any other grand jury.
No. We're not going to do anything.
So what needs to happen between now and then, we need to continue to comply with the discovery requirements. We're working with the court. We're working with defense counsel. That discovery is going to be
This
going
guy's
out
running
on a
for
rolling
re-election.
basis. And as was indicated in court, it's a tremendous amount of material. So we're going to continue to provide that. Obviously, the defense is going to need time to digest all of that which we're giving.
Do you anticipate a date for the end of discovery?
It's going to take a while, and we just need to be productive, and that's something that we'll work out with regard to both the court and counsel.
When we spoke at the home, you said nothing jumped out initially from what you took from the home. Has that changed?
So when
Nothing
I say
jumped out
nothing
that they
jumps
took
out,
from the
I mean,
home.
you wait until all the facts are in, and then you draw conclusions from those facts. So we still have to continue to wait for all of that, and not only the cataloging of the evidence, but all of the testing, including forensic testing, to get done, which unfortunately, unlike sometimes on TV, it just doesn't happen overnight.
How long does forensic testing?
It varies. It depends upon what you're talking about. Is it DNA? Is it some other analysis? Is it mitochondrial DNA? Is it nuclear DNA? So it's very
Nuclear DNA.
It's dependent upon the facts and circumstances of each individual piece of evidence. So we just have to wait for the process to play out.
At least months.
It's certainly weeks.
Some of the DNA evidence is, or all of it, is over a decade old. How confident are you of the methods the lab is using? Some of it untested, some of it more modern, and being clear.
Extremely confident. It's all been tested. It's all been deemed admissible in courts of law across the United States. So we're confident.
Yeah,
in
it
our
is.
science.
As far as the victims go, how many families were here to support? Were they here supporting three of the victims? How many different families are we talking today?
So that's a tough question to answer because I think there are people who are physically here. I can tell you that we have a great dialogue with all the victims' families, and they're all supporting in one way or the other. So I'm not going to get into specifics with specifically who's here and who's not here. But what I will say is the victims' families are interested and engaged.
Can you give us some idea of the timetable? Are you handing over discovery like once a month? Is that generally?
So what we've said is a rolling basis, and what that essentially means is when you're talking about this massive amount of
No, because I was going to go raid
material,
him.
we're just basically starting and then
He's not over with,
pulling
is
the
he?
material, providing it, and then sort of repeating the process. But there's it's a massive amount of material.
Can you say anything about the fourth victim? Are you close to filing charges in that case?
The investigation with regard to all of the remaining bodies on Gilgo is continuing.
Is the wife cooperating with the whole process?
We don't speak about anyone who talks to us with regard to our investigations. We maintain the confidentiality of anyone who may or may not be talking to us.
The wife said that her whole in her life is in turmoil, specifically after the investigation was involved.
Nope.
How many victims had family representatives here? Just the number.
So I'm not gonna speak for the victims. The victims are they'll speak for themselves.
What's their names?
Rabbit, are you okay?
I'm not gonna.
More than one?
More than one, but I'm not going to talk specifically about the
Discovery
victims.
included surveillance video from the Waterman case, Megan Waterman. Can you just help explain what that is in reference to?
I mean, I believe some of that video pertains to the motel that Ms. Waterman was staying at shortly before her disappearance.
DA, could you tell us what will happen on the 27th?
Basically, what happened here, it's just a repeat. There'll be, obviously the defense will have the opportunity to provide, to go through what we've provided. We're going to be continuing to provide on a rolling basis. So it'll be just the opportunity for us to continue the process with defense counsel, as well as being able to inform the court of our progress and the status of the case.
Did the family make any request of you, or you give any message to them that you can talk about?
The
So
families
this is
have
a
opted
whole
not to
big,
speak at this time, and
nothing.
I certainly respect that. And again,
I'm so disappointed. Guys, I'm so sorry about
dictate
this.
to our victims,
I was so
any particular,
excited.
message that
I
they
thought,
should
wow, we got
continue
something
to give.
here.
So I think that's it. But thanks all for coming.
All right, that's it. Thanks for
and,
everything.
We'll see you back on the 27th. Thanks.
All right, so there we go. Thanks, guys. Yay for serial killers in New York. They're doing a great job up there. Anyway, guys, well, listen, hey, here's the deal. Tonight at 9 o'clock is Taco Tuesday, all right? So it's trivia. We're going to have a great time. The White Rabbit presents Taco Tuesday. She found the program. No, I'm not the expert at picking cases. No, not at all. That's why I'm getting help. That's why other people are helping me. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. See, Caitlin's a sweetheart. Anyway, tonight's Taco Tuesday's trivia. Guys, anybody can win. It's fun. You don't have to, there's no entry fee. Okay. It's 30 questions. It's a good time. So, we will, see you guys tonight, 9 p.m. And what I'm going to do is, where'd he go? Yeah. All right. So MLS Law is on. It has Kurt on there. Uncivil law. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over to his stream. I'm going to end this, and you guys go over there and put on your orange faces and tell them lots of love from us. And I love you guys, and we'll see you tonight, 9 p.m. right here. Taco Tuesday. You guys are the best. And I will, I don't know. Be good, everybody. Godspeed. Where's the